Hello there, Worldwide Dave here, and these are my top 10 tips for travelling with a toddler and a kid, just to make it a little bit easier. So, number one, when you're booking your flight, try and get an early flight, because that way the kid's going to be knackered, and then hopefully when you get on the plane, he'll have a kip and sleep through a lot of it. So, less chance of a delay, less crowded, so it's winner there. Right, dress your kid in layers. So just because obviously the temperature on a plane, you get really hot, really cold, all the rest. You don't want to be fart arsing about with buttons, zips and all the rest of it. Also, when they're going to the loo, you just want something easy and just they can just get to the loo pretty quickly. Number 3 is bring a surprise for the kid. So he don't know, she don't know, your child don't know what it is, because that's the fun, isn't it? They get, oh, here you go, Johnny, here's a little present for you. Oh wow. So that'll kill half hour while they're playing about, fart arsing about with that, and then hopefully they'll be playing with that, so that'll be good. So that's definitely worth a thing, because they love a new toy. Everyone loves a new toy. Right, your regular buggy. I mean, some of these buggies I've seen, they're like small cars, what you parents have got. Bloody great things. Get yourself a small stroller, ideally a little compact one. And another thing is, if your kid's like running about and stuff, it might be worth sticking a harness on them. Certainly when you're coming off the plane in security and all the rest of it, passport control, getting your luggage, you've got so much going on. At least that way you can just, you're not having one eye on them all the time. Right, number 5, make sure you pack some sweets and food, preferably mess-free snacks, because obviously the food on the plane isn't that great, is it? So I think the best thing they got is probably like Dairy Dunkers. So if the kids have got full bellies or they're chewing, they're being quiet, aren't they? So that's another good one, and it's a good half hour while they're playing about with their new toy. So happy days on that one. Right, your pack list, your checklist, to make sure you've got everything. So I would suggest, so you've got, whether it's they've got a comfort blanket or a toy or whatever, make sure that's going to be last, because they're going to want it the night before, aren't they? Your wet wipes, pull-up nappies, sanitizer, your tablet or electronic device for the little one. Make sure obviously that's fully charged, but make sure they've got some headphones, because I don't want to be listening to Peppa Pig or Dora the Explorer. You know, you got to think of the etiquette of the other passengers. They don't want to be listening to what Peppa Pig's been getting up to today. A plastic bag just for the kid, really, if they've got wet clothes or you've got to change them or whatever. At least you can just put that in there. If they're dirty, they're not going to get dirty or wet, damp, smelly with the other stuff you got in the bag. But the pull-ups, even if your kid's slightly older, I would suggest having these, and just say it's only for the flight. Bang these on, and then if they, because kids, they don't tell you, do they? I need the loo. Oh right, okay, we'll just do it. It's like 20 seconds or I'm going to piss my pants. So at least then you're not rushing to get back to or to try and get to the loo. And the other thing is, make sure they always put their shoes on, because otherwise they will be getting wet socks, and that's no good for no one. Then that way, if there's a queue, or, I mean, you don't know how long the seatbelt sign's going to be on for, do you? So go to the loo beforehand as well. Make sure you're all emptied out, your bladder's all empty, and then it just makes a bit more for a relaxing travel on the plane. Right, so that's that. We're number 6. Right, here we go. We're flying along here. Right. So you've packed another bag of snacks, unfortunately, and your drinks and all the rest of it. So just be prepared that there might be a little bit more extra scrutiny when you're going through the checkout or through security. So just bear that in mind. But for the sake of another 10 minutes there, peace and quiet on the plane, happy days. Right, pull up for the kids for the loo. Yeah, we've done that one. Right, seat kids away from the aisle, because otherwise they want to run about, don't they? And the other thing is, when the old trolley dolly's coming past and she's got hot coffee, or you know what little fingers are like, they want to touch stuff and all that, so you don't really want to be getting third-degree burns while you're up in the air. So there's that one on that front. Then we've got, oh, germs, here we go. So you've packed your wet wipes and sanitizer and all the rest of it. Obviously, a plane, there's always a dirty bastard who can't cover their mouth, or sneezing, coughing, picking their nose, scratching their ass, whatever. So really, ideally, what you want to do is just wipe everything down, like the tray tables, the armrests, the seatbelt clip thing, the window shutter, and all the rest of it. So make sure, ideally, the kid's in the window seat, and then that way you can be then in between little Johnny and a stranger, if it's just you and your child, and then you're all good then, and you can just keep him contained in that corner. Lovely jubbly. Right, what are we up to now? I think number 11 now. We're flying, aren't we? And I only said top 10. Right, here we go. Right, well, there's always going to be a miserable bastard on the plane. That's a given, whatever happens. They're not going to like screaming kids and all the rest of it. And it's basically, as long as you're trying to keep the kid quiet and all the rest of it, everyone on that plane is going to support you. They're going to think the geezer that's moaning is the dickhead. So just bear that in mind. As long as you're trying just to keep the kid entertained, quiet, then yeah, that's no worries at all. And then there's companies that have got pre-made activity packs. So this is basically like the what I was saying about the packaged sweets and all the rest of it, or stuff that the kids are going to like. So there's some on the market at the moment. So there's company Busy Bags. So it's just the kids' bag that's got stuff that for keeping them quiet or all that. Or Penguin Travel, that's another one, but there is a lot of plastic waste on it. So if you're saving the planet and all the rest of it, then ideally this isn't the thing really for you. But that's only what I read on a couple of the reviews. They just said that there was a lot of plastic waste, but I suppose make your own bag up. That would be the answer. Anything else? That's it. So hopefully then the top 10 that is actually top 12 tips. I've given you an extra 2 there. You're very welcome. That's quite all right. Hopefully that'll help you out. You might, even if you use one of the ideas, it might help, mightn't it? So anyway, look after yourself. Take care.